Unfortunately, he almost gets it, but I steal it with a cheeky little ult. Boom, suck a dick, bitch. He's actually retarded. Went to the gym today. Your boy's looking good. Your boy's looking good. Some nice progress is being made. I got literally written on my wall right here. Hit 70 kilograms and look shredded. That's one of my goals for the end of 2021. Another goal? Hit Challenger. But I'll be changing that to hit rank 1 because Challenger's going to be too motherfucking easy, bitch. I've been picking Elise into Kindred, and I've been finding that the lack of mobility has not been doing me well. When you need to jump over a wall, for example, or he invades you, I've been struggling with it. So I thought I'd pick Graves this game. I've been playing a bit on my Smurf, and he's been not too bad. So I'm like, fuck it, let's pick Graves, see how it goes. So we're going to run through it. It's going to be a quick one, but I do want it to let it be known. So one thing that I think should be utilized a lot more is late invades, or invades in general. I don't know necessarily that we win 3v3 on a late invade, but we still fucking did it. We just fucking flipped it. I mean, Maokai's kind of not even a champion, right? So with our bot and their bot, like, we just fucking flipped it. But to be fair, I think that it should be utilized a lot more, especially with Kindred. This is exactly what I did this game, and if you can put the cunt behind, fuck him. If he gets online, like, most of the time I'll do a blue Gromp, and he'll already be at my Gromp, like, he'll just go red to my Gromp. So we really want to put the cunt behind. So this is exactly what we called to do. We call for a late invade. We want to be getting there, you know, after taking a few hits of his red buff. So it's quite precisely what we do. We go in here, run in, I ward it, boom, get some mirrors, summoners, get his flash, and keeping track of all the summoners, obviously, guys. Alright, now he goes. I don't know why Kindred stays here. It's really good by Kai'Sa. But what we want to look at is the pathing here, right? So obviously I'm going to be getting his red buff for free. The next thing to be thinking about is when he dies and respawns in 3 seconds, where is he going to be going? Right? In my head, I'd be thinking he'd be going to blue buff, right? He's got to defend his left side of the jungle. He can run there and take his blue buff. So that's exactly what you see me pinging to do. That he's there. And I also think if I can potentially get over to his blue buff and fight him there, that would be really, really good. So I opt for going the red Raptors into his top side as opposed to golems, because I think it's going to take too long. So that's exactly what we do. We take red, and you'll see me pinging over on his blue, because I think that's where he's going to be going, right? That seems like the logical path. Check state of mid. It's looking kind of gankable. Let's go for gank mid while we're transitioning in. It's always so good if you can get a gank off while you're transitioning. Go here. He goes down, really, really great by Ryu on the fucking Nunu mid, the rat. Okay, so get a shove on for him, start running in. The reason I shove this, if you don't know, is because I want prio when I'm in his jungle. If the wave's still in lane while I'm in his jungle, Nunu can't come, can he? If the wave's under this dude's tower and I'm in his jungle, Nunu can come and their mid laner can't, right? That's the principles there. Go to his blue, assuming that he'd either be just finishing his blue and doing Gromp, or... But he's not here, so I'm like, question mark ping, what the fuck's going on? And we actually see that he then shows bot in a second, I think. So I'm doing his blue and I'm kiting it up because I think he might be around here. We actually see him bot, so I'm like, okay, what the fuck, this guy's actually trolling. So we count his CS, we see he's got 2 CS. 2 CS? Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Take his blue, and now I want to get to my red blue, right? Because I'm thinking, fuck, he's just going to kill bot. He's going to be looking for my blue. So you see me bouncing from side of the map, just completely denying him. I'm preemptively speaking. I might have been able to get his Gromp and then do his top side, but I feel like I lose too much pressure then, and he has the ability to do my whole top side. Also, you know that Scuttles are spawning, and there's the RNG as to which one's going to be his mark, so I want to get down there in case it is this one. Unfortunately, my team ints. They die, which means that he's going to get this mark. You see me running down and thinking, fuck, should I go for it? Should I go for it? Usually I would, because I'm retarded, but now I'm understanding, no, it's not good. There's no world in which I get that. So I bail. I go to the other side, and probably go for Scuttle, and then his top side. And the reason I go for his top side now and not have to defend this, 1, I bought a pink ward level 1, which I should have spoken about. 2, my lanes are back into lane, right? So they should be able to defend my buffs, in theory. So I take Crab. Hold on one sec. Let me just pause something. I just need to fix my stream. It was just lagging a bit. It wasn't in performance mode. Right, that should be good. So now I go into his jungle, right? And I should know that he's either in some world gone over here to do my blue, very unlikely, or he's recalled and he's going to be here. So that's exactly what happens. He doesn't actually recall though, so he actually runs from here, probably does his Raptors. No, he doesn't do his Raptors, sorry. He runs straight here. So I see him here. I kind of enter a little bit. I thought I could maybe kill him. I was trying to bait for Nunu. So I ended up going down anyway due to set flash, I think. So I fall a little bit in. Luckily we get him. And then I'll be respawning again. So now I'm going to be running into my bot side. Not only is there a mark there, but I know there's wards on this side. Like, we've got really good wards set up in this game, right? So there's nothing really he can do to invade me without me knowing. So I go here because I want to claim the mark. And then I see Kindred bot again. I'm like, this guy's pathing is just fucking nuts. He gets the gank off bot. Obviously I can't go in to kill him now. So I bail again. I've already got the mark, and now I know that because where his position is, there's no way he can beat me to red. So I have the chance to take all these fucking camps, and that's precisely what I do. I farm into my camp, and you look at the CS disparity already. It's pretty nice, because he's done some kind of retarded shit, and we've just kind of been one step ahead of him in some regard. Yes, he's done some weird ganking and stuff, but we've still just gone away with it. Now I see Nunu picking for a gank, I follow him down. As it looks good. It's kind of pretty close. This guy flashes and gets out. Kindred's here again. Luckily we get her. It's pretty close, but I mean, not bad at the end of the day too. So I would say that I would probably either back here or run straight to my Raptors, or crabs spawning actually, sorry. So I go for this cheeky little crab play here. I know obviously we have no prio bot, but I still see them in lane and I see them fighting. So I actually go back down, and I'm like, this is doomed. I don't know why we're fucking trying to force this shit. So I'm like, fuck it. I see set mid. He's level 6, or he's about to hit level 6. I'm like, fuck it. I think I can get this crab in time. So that's what I do. It cuts it pretty close. He leaves lane here. I get it, smite it, and then I know I got E, so I can just dash out, which is kind of lucky. And that fucks him again right now. He's got no bot side camps. He looks into my bot side. I have nothing. We know he's taking his golems because that's what we ran to before. And now he's fucked, right? They might get my pink. Maybe even not. And now I have this whole top side and then his top side if I want to take. So that's what we're doing. You just look at the CS gap already, right? It's huge. It's building. He is getting kills, but at the same time, like, I think we're doing pretty decently in this stage, right? We're not giving many marks, so I take this, take these. Now we should assume that he's backed, right? He checked my bot side. There's nothing there, so he has nothing else to do than to back, right? We get this, so that's why you see me pinging on his blue side, because we'd assume that's where he is. We walk down, we see the Rift spawning. I think let's do Rift, but then I see his blue spawning. I'm like, fuck it, let's go to his blue. We see Kindred bot again, guys. His buffs are just not... He's just not taking his buffs. So we know it's free once again. Ideally, I would like to be taking his Gromp and Wolves too, but since mid is missing... Oh, we actually see him bot. So I actually should have probably done his whole top side there, but I might just go for Rift instead, which is fair call, right? It's either his top side and no Rift, or no top side and then Rift. So I make the call that Rift is going to be better here. We take Rift... We see the mark over there, run straight to the mark before he can do anything. Take this, and we can see the bots pushing in. It's looking pretty gankable. What do we choose to do here? I was picking for Nunu to come mid here, but he gets the dragon. I take mid wave. And this is one thing you might want to be doing with Nunu, guys. If he's shoving a wave and the wave's coming back in, you can fucking take his CS, obviously, and let him roam. He's better roamer than farmer. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just hovering mid. Because bot lane's safe here. We know that Kindred's backed off his drag most likely. Taking this. And by this stage in the game, I have a Rift. Yes, they've got the early drag. Yes, my team's died a few times, unfortunately. But you can see that I'm significantly ahead in CS, and we have the Rift, which we can drop plates on too. So at this stage, I'm really just staying on the map and following all these marks. So here, this is pretty cool. We can go back 30 seconds here. 15 seconds, sorry. We see the mark spawn. I know I can take this. Oh, going very, very slow. And then we ping this, right? We see him here. We know he's going for it. So that's why Vayne or I ping this. Unfortunately, I probably shouldn't have done Raptors first, but we can see he's going for the mark, right? He's in a desperate spot. He probably has... Oh, he's got 4 stacks, actually. It's not bad. But if I was in the bush there, for example, he should die. Mind you, he does still have ult. So it's one thing you can utilize against Kindred anyway. You want to be stacking the bush against him. Unfortunately, he almost gets it, but I steal it with a cheeky little ult. Boom, suck a dick, bitch. He's actually retarded. So he's barking at the stage. And then I'm just clearing to my bot side. Tops, you know, lose the fat wave. There's no chance I can go up there now. Now I see these two fuckers mid. I'm like, what's going on here, right? Kindred can't 2v1 us here. So I'm like, let's shove mid and drop a Rift. You just want to be reacting to what's going on and seeing whatever you can take on the other side of the map. For example, your top gets dived and you're down here. Can we dive bot? Okay, we can't dive bot. Let's take his whole bot side. You know what I mean? You want to be trying to trade as much as you can. Doesn't have to be equal, but you want to be getting something at least in return. So guys, I go through the whole gameplay. The rest of it isn't any much more to analyze. Like, it's just kind of regular team fighting and stuff. Thankfully, we win. But other than that, I think the early game is really quite important. I'm doubly CS at 11 minutes in the game. Yes, he does have a few kills. Yes, he does have a bounty. We've also got the Rift, and she put a lot of plates on mid lane. Once you crack that up, obviously Nunu can roam really, really well. So I think the early game, the biggest notes to take note of is, if you can, late invade or invade. And then from there, just keeping your foot on the gas and expecting where he's going to go, and just really kind of mapping out that pathing that he's going to be taking, and then counteracting it. So thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a very quick and rushed video, but I just thought I'd make a quick one anyway. Thanks so much for watching.